Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the Cleveland Browns lately, you know that things are heating up behind the scenes. And it's not just about the upcoming season, it's about how the team is positioning itself for what could be a very pivotal year. The Browns, as many of you know, have been in a bit of a quarterback shuffle for a while now, trying to find that perfect mix that can finally push them over the edge and into serious Super Bowl contention. And honestly, the latest moves and reports about the quarterback room are nothing short of fascinating, because they reveal the kind of strategic uncertainty that can either make or break a team's season. Recently, the Browns made a surprising move. They signed Tyler Huntley, a former Pro Bowl quarterback. Now, Huntley is exactly a household name around the league, but he's proven to be a solid, serviceable player when called upon. His long professional career has shown flashes of competence, and that's exactly what Cleveland needs as they try to build a more competitive roster. But as you'll see, Huntley's addition isn't the end of the story. It's part of a broader picture that involves a lot of internal questions about the other quarterbacks already on the team. Let's talk about that quarterback room, because it's been the subject of a lot of debate. The Browns already have 5 quarterbacks on their roster, and that's quite a crowded field. Among them, Dillon Gabriel has been under intense scrutiny. As many fans and analysts have observed, Gabriel has had a rough time during training camp. Reports from last Friday told us that he only completed 3 out of 14 passes in a practice session, something that, frankly, no team ever wants to see from a quarterback they're trying to develop. It's a stark indicator of the struggles he's facing, and it's raising serious questions about his readiness. Some voices in the Cleveland media, like Darrell Reuter, have gone even further, casting doubt not just on Gabriel's current performance, but on his potential to be an NFL quarterback at all. Reuter didn't hold back, saying, "He's not good, he's not an NFL quarterback, not right now." That's a pretty harsh critique, but it's rooted in what many have seen on the field. Reuter pointed out that Gabriel has been getting first-team reps, partly because Kenny Pickett is sidelined with a hamstring injury, but also because the team is sticking with him despite evident struggles. Reuter expressed frustration, saying, "They're cramming this guy down our throats and it's not good. It's not a height thing, it's not personal, but he just can't hit open guys." And folks, he's right to be concerned. Gabriel, while having some promising qualities, like a tight spiral and good touch, still has a lot of development to do. Right now, he's viewed by many as a third-string quarterback at best, a player who might be better suited to a backup role rather than stepping in as a starter. It's important to understand that being a third-round pick, like Gabriel, doesn't automatically guarantee a future as a starting quarterback, especially when the team is in a win-now mode. The Browns initially had a higher pick in the draft but traded it away, so there's a lot of pressure on Gabriel to prove himself. Now, some critics, including anonymous AFC executives, have a slightly different perspective. They see potential in Gabriel, describing him as a good player who just happens to be a bit undersized. That's a significant point, because size has always been a topic of debate when it comes to quarterbacks. But the executive pointed out that Gabriel's leadership qualities are undeniable. He's been a team captain since middle school and has shown he can perform well in different environments. The problem, of course, is that his size might limit his durability and ability to withstand NFL hits, which is a real concern for any quarterback trying to succeed at the highest level. This brings us to an interesting crossroads for the Browns. They're clearly trying to develop Gabriel, but the internal doubts and the recent struggles create a cloud of uncertainty. Meanwhile, the addition of Tyler Huntley adds a new dynamic. Huntley's experience and proven resilience give the roster a bit more stability and options. The Browns aren't just looking at a potential starter, they're building a competitive quarterback room capable of handling whatever challenges come their way. And let's be honest, that's exactly what a team aiming for a deep playoff run needs. depth, versatility, and the ability to adapt. But what does this mean for the Browns' immediate future? Well, with Gabriel facing some of the toughest criticism since he joined the team, and the team's management trying to figure out how best to utilize him, the competition is fierce. The coaching staff is under pressure to make the right call, whether to stick with Gabriel and develop him, or to consider other options if he doesn't step up. The addition of Huntley, who has playoff experience, adds a valuable piece to that puzzle, giving Cleveland a capable backup who can step in if needed. Looking at the bigger picture, the Browns' quarterback situation is a microcosm of their entire approach to this season. They've assembled a roster with talent, but the quarterback position remains a question mark. That's why every practice, every throw, and every decision during training camp is scrutinized so intensely. It's also why the team's management is so keen on making strategic moves, like signing Huntley, to ensure they aren't caught short when the games count. What makes all of this even more intriguing is how it ties into the larger AFC North picture. This division has become incredibly competitive, with teams like the Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals all vying for supremacy. The Ravens, for example, have had their own quarterback questions, but Huntley's addition could be a game-changer if he finds consistency. For the Browns, establishing a reliable quarterback, whether it's Gabriel, Huntley, or someone else, could be the key to finally breaking through that division barrier and making a serious Super Bowl push. And remember, Cleveland has a rich football history. The city is hungry for championships, and every season feels like a new shot at glory. The fans are passionate, loyal, and demanding, so every move, every game, and every play is under a magnifying glass. The Browns have struggled at times to find that consistent quarterback they've been searching for since the days of Bernie Kosar, but with the current roster and the new additions, there's a real sense that they're trying to finally turn that page. In terms of the season ahead, expectations are high. The team's defense has shown flashes of dominance, and with a solid running game, the Browns can control the clock and keep opposing offenses at bay. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to quarterback play. The difference between a playoff appearance and an early exit often hinges on that position. That's why all eyes are on Gabriel, Huntley, and the rest of the quarterback room as we inch closer to the start of the season. The coaching staff continues to evaluate and develop, trying to find that perfect balance, giving Gabriel every chance to succeed while keeping Huntley ready to step in if needed. It's a delicate dance, but one that could define the Browns' fate this year. If Gabriel can improve his accuracy, handle the pressure, and show some leadership, the Browns might just have their quarterback of the future. But if the struggles persist, they'll need to rely on Huntley's experience and resilience. So, as fans, what can we take away from all this? Well, it's clear that the Browns are in a state of flux, but also in a state of opportunity. The team's front office is making bold moves, and the players are fighting tooth and nail to earn their spots. The quarterback battle is far from over, but that's what makes this season so exciting. Every practice, every game, every pass is a piece of the puzzle that could ultimately lead Cleveland to new heights or leave them searching again for that elusive franchise quarterback. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this quarterback situation? Do you believe Gabriel has what it takes to turn things around? Or do you think Huntley might be the answer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. This team is on the rise, and with your support, we're all part of this incredible journey. Let's keep the faith, stay passionate, and get ready for what promises to be a roller coaster season. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.